process is as far as what does the first count do, and then what is
Yes. Yeah, I'm just kind of reviewing what different people do, and we're going to get to the nitty-gritty stuff. Yes.
I want to make sure I have it right.
Okay.
You said there would be 3 folders of tally sheets.
That's right.
Vendors and then submitted.
Yes.
It sounds like there'll be a 4th, which is people who come in after 10:30 because they can't be part of those.
Right.
We can't count them.
You're right.
So there has to be a separate stack of folders.
Yes.
With the late arrivals
Right.
that will be used as part of the second ballot.
Very good. Thank you for reminding me. I will take care of that.
You said 4, there's going to be 4 folders of tally sheets?
Could you say that again, please?
What he said is it should be 4, not 3, because you need a folder for anybody who comes in after 10:30 so that they don't get put in the count,
For the
first count.
So after the first count, then those can be removed.
And put in
the
this.
appropriate folder, but
Exactly.
Only after the first count.
Exactly. Does that make sense to everybody?
Why are there 4?
4 folders.
There's a Bernie, a Hillary, an uncommitted, and a late folder.
Gotcha, okay, thanks.
Sunny.
I think some people don't understand when you can change your mind.
Well, we're going to get to that.
Okay.
Okay, yeah. Let's just get through this first part. Okay. The registrars are the people at your table, making sure that people are at the right precinct, taking the pre-registration form or giving them a form to fill out. People can vote, register to vote that day. So that's a very important task that needs to happen, is if somebody wants to register to vote. If you have a 17-year-old that's participating that will be 18 by the election, please strongly encourage them to register that day. Not to say, well, I'll go in later. We want that person registered. We don't want to leave it to them to go in. So please try and get them registered. And then we will have a separate envelope to put the completed registration forms in, because they have to be turned into the auditor's office within 24 hours of receiving them. Scott, did you have a question?
So we need to, as PCOs, we should try to recruit 2 tally clerks and 2 registrars, correct?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Okay. Okay, and answer questions. Okay, now we're on page 5. So this is just from the state materials, making sure that you've got all the things when you get your packet, and making sure everything is in there. So these are all the things that should be in there. Agenda, a script, the minutes that the secretary needs to fill out, the delegate allocation worksheet, the certificates of election, and then the affidavits and the declaration of candidacy form. So this is kind of a checklist to make sure you've got what you need to do. So this next sheet, number 6, one of our volunteers did up to kind of make this a little bit more detailed. And we're going to go through all this. So this is just a guide for you, kind of what happens at what time. So I'm not going to go over this run right now because we're going to go on to the actual script. This agenda is going to be taped to the table. We need to have the agenda taped. We're not going to give everybody an agenda. We've got some butcher tip paper. If you want to write the agenda and hang it up on the wall, you can, so that people can see it. So, any general questions so far before we head into the script? Yes?
Just to be clear about terms, because I signed up to be a precinct captain.
Yes.
So
Okay.
is that the same as the precinct caucus leader?
Yes. Yes.
So I'm not a
Okay.
site leader then?
Okay. No. Precinct committee officers are elected positions, and they are the leader of the caucus unless there is no leader, or they can't perform their duties.
For their district.
For their precinct, correct.
I'm sorry, yes,
Leaders are interchangeable with precinct captains, so, okay. So, if you're not a PCO, we're going to get to, let's just get to the script part, and then it'll become clearer, okay? Okay, so we've talked about setting up and getting organized. What needs to happen? Okay, at 10 a.m., the preliminary activities begin.
You're still on 6B? Yes.
No, I'm on 7, sorry.
Oh,
Seven.
what
I was,
happened?
We're
sorry,
talking about agenda.
7. Okay, this is the one we're not going to go over. It's just for your information so that you can review it. Okay?
6B is a 4.
Yeah, yeah. So, at 10 a.m., the activities begin. The site coordinator, with the aid of a microphone, begins the half-hour activities. Now remember, everybody's in their separate precinct, and then one person, the site coordinator, will be at the front with a microphone. We are not doing the Pledge of Allegiance. So, welcoming people, making sure to remind people if you haven't signed in, you must be signed in by 10:30 in order for your vote to count. You must be a registered voter in order to participate, and you can do that right now. And then they will say on page 8, what the purpose of the caucus is. It's part of the rules, and they will say that. So then, the purposes of these caucuses is to elect delegates and alternates who will attend both the county convention and the legislative district caucus, which are held together May 1st. The stuff I said before about the first tier. And let me just say that in addition to your other materials for your table, there will be the purpose of a convention. In addition to the legislative district caucus voting on delegates, is to vote on a platform to move forward to the next level. So we will have 5 platform committee meetings. We cannot do it we have too many people, we can't do it at the caucus. They have to be done by 2 o'clock because of our rental agreements and the state as well. So people can bring things, they can email them to the office, but we will not be doing any of that. There will be a sheet that people can take that tells them what the dates are for the platform committee meetings, and they can attend and participate. Anyone can attend and participate. On May 1st, when we have the convention, in order to avoid spending a lot of time on the platform, we are going to have a committee of the whole, something they do all the time at city and county council meetings, to see the completed platform and to make a recommendation, maybe do some fine-tuning, make a recommendation to the convention to vote on that platform. So that's going to go from 10 to noon. It's at Whatcom Community College on May 1st. Then we will close that committee down, and the convention will start at 1 o'clock. So that's how the platform is going to be handled, because in these small precinct caucuses that we used to have,